On sorrowless heights, no winging cry disturbs. He's standing on that height. No winging cry disturbs. It is such calm, such trance, pure and untouched above the mortal plane. He spread the spirit's hushed, immobile air.
Can I ask you, how do you explain dream shores? Is it the shore who are dreamer or the shore of the dream?
Yeah, it's a compound. No, these are not the shores of the dream.
Not of the dream.
No.
They are dream.
Yeah. They are not the shores of dream. No. Means actually that is always a problem with the compound words.
Yeah,
With the compound.
the compound word is different.
Yeah. No. Well, actually, you can read it also in this particular case, transgressing the dream shores without hyphen. Without hyphen, also. So, of conscious mind. See, because it is a mind, therefore dream shores. On sorrowless heights, you see, he is going up, he is traveling wide also. Shores, horizontal motion. Heights, vertical motion. On sorrowless heights, no winging cry disturbs. Pure and untouched above the mortal plane. He spread the spirit's hushed, immobile air. There, no beginning is, and there, no end. There are no boundaries at all. Neither beginning nor end. There is the stable force of all that moves, the force which makes things move, that force itself is stable, and it is there present. There is the stable force of all that move. There, the eonic laborer is at rest. Eonic laborer, he has been carrying on this task, this work, age after age, eon after eon. There, the eonic laborer is at rest. Who is the eonic laborer? He. He reached at last. Ashwapati, of course. He, of course, stands for it. There, the eonic laborer is at rest. He is at peace.
It's not the one who creates the.
So now everything he is passing through a zone where there is no activity, there is only calm, there is only peace, there is only tranquility. Beyond the sight, beyond all these formations, he is going there. There turns no kid creation in the void. So this is what happens. You find a toy and it starts moving. It's not like that. It's not kid. Yeah. No giant mechanism watched by a soul. There creaks no fate-turned huge machinery. It is not driven by fate at all. It is not necessity, it is not fate, it is not anarchy, whatever you want to call it. It is not driven by that. It is by itself. There creaks no fate-turned huge machinery. The entire cosmic manifestation, even manifestation beyond the cosmos, is there. The marriage of evil with good within one breast. So they are all there. In other words, there is neither evil nor good. The clash of strife in the very clasp of love. The dangerous pain of life's experiment in the values of inconsequence and chance. So this is the whole picture of inconsequence and chance. The peril of mind's gamble, throwing our lives as stakes in a wager of indifferent gods. So our life is a wager in indifferent. They are careless. They don't bother whether you lose or not, whether you suffer or not. You see. as stakes in a vision of indifferent gods, and the shifting lights and shadows of the idea to keep on changing constantly. Falling upon the surface consciousness, and in the dream of a mute witness soul, dream of a mute witness soul, creating the error of a half-seen world, where knowledge is seeking ignorance. Well, that is the character of surface consciousness, creating the error of a half-seen world, where knowledge is seeking ignorance. Life steps a stumbling series without suit. Its aspect of fortuitous design is equal measure of the true and false. In that immobile and immutable realm, find no access, no cause, no right to live. There only reigns the Spirit's motionless power. So all these dualities, conflicts, etc., they are totally absent there. There only reigns the Spirit's motionless power, poised in itself to still eternity. That power is poised in still eternity, calm eternity. And it's omniscient and omnipotent peace. That power in still eternity and it's of eternity, omniscient and omnipotent peace. Thought clashes not with thought and truth with truth. This is what happens. The clash of truth with truth. All theories are true. Capitalism is as good as communism or whatever to call it, you see. They are all truth, but they are all partial truth. Means truth with truth. This is what happens in the overmind world. Each is a truth, but one truth does not recognize the other truth. It is kind of an exclusive truth, its own right. It sticks on to itself. That is what happens in the case of the gods of overmind world, gods and goddesses. Shiva is Shiva, that's all. I don't recognize Vishnu. I don't recognize this, I don't recognize this. Like that. There is no war of right with rival right. There are no stumbling and half-seeing lives, passing from chance to unexpected chance. No suffering of hearts compelled to beat in bodies of the inert, inconscious make. So, well, he is now in that state of trance, you see, beyond all these things, you see. And the immune, occult, unsinking fire, and the immune, occult, unsinking fire. Immune, it is not touched by all these outside things. The guardians of eternity keep its law. The guardians of eternity are armed with this fire. Guardians of eternity armed are with this fire. Armed with the immune, occult, unsinking fire, the guardians of eternity keep its law. Forever fixed upon truth's giant babe, in her magnificent and tongueless home. There, nature on her dumb spiritual couch, immutably transcendent, knows her source, that is the Supreme Prakriti. She knows where from she is coming. And to the stir of multitudinous world, ascends and moves in a perpetual calm, all causing, all sustaining and aloof. The witness looks from his unshaken poise, an eye immense regarding all things done. So he is talking of now nature, he is talking of the witness. Sakshi, witness, Sakshi Purusha and Prakriti. Apart, at peace above creation stir, at peace above creation stir, immersed in the eternal altitudes, he ever defended in his soulless self, companion only by the all-seeing one. He is the only companion for him now, the Supreme, who sees everything. Companion only the all-seeing one. A mind too mighty to be bound by thought. So that is what happens in our case. Our mind is bound by thought. But here is a much larger, bigger, proper mind which is not bound, confined by thought. A life too boundless for the play in space. A soul without borders, unconvinced of time. There are no borders at all of time. Past, present, future, nothing. He felt the extension of the world's long pain. So he has found a source now where there can be the disappearance of pain. That can be only with a mind which is not bound by thought, by a life which is boundless in spirit, a soul without borders and convinced of time. A soul. Only when that is there, then he sees the possibility of the world pain disappearing. He became that bound cell that never dies. He joined the sessions of infinity. So he is now in the companion of infinity itself. Sessions, meetings, whatever they have got to see. On the cosmic murmur, primal loneliness fell. So what happens now here in the cosmic world? Only loneliness. You are joined the sessions of infinity. Another with the contact one with time-bound things. So no more connection at all with things bound in time. Empty grew nature's wide community. All things were brought back to their formless seed. So everything has now gone back to the bija avastha, seed, bija. Therefrom everything germinates, everything comes out. The world was silent for a cyclic hour. Now I don't understand what this exactly is, cyclic hour. No, it keeps on repeating. In other words, actually this is a repetitive cycle. It's kind of a periodic thing which keeps on happening. Yuga after yuga. The cycles of yugas, 4 yugas, they repeat again, they repeat. So all the cyclic movements of yugas. See, we have got Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, all those 4 yugas are there. They have come to an end. The world was silent for a cyclic hour because he is in that state now. Although the afflicted nature he has left, maintained beneath him her broad, numberless field, her enormous act, receding, failed remote, as if a soulless dream at last had ceased. So the dream has stopped for her. No voice came down from the high silences. So in spite of all that, there is still no response. You see. In spite of that, in spite of all this yogic attainment, no voice came down from the high silence. None answered from her desolate solitudes. Her, that voice from her solitude, none answered. See, in spite of all that thing now, still he is not getting the response. No voice came down from the high silence of the Supreme Mother. Silences, she is quiet. A stillness of cessation reigned, so cessation. stopped everything. The wide immortal hush before the gods were born. So this is the point now. When are the gods born? This is at this point of time. The gods are born here. A stillness of cessation reigned. The wide immortal hush. The gods are born in the immortal hush. The immortal hush is prior to the appearance of gods. The wide immortal hush before the gods were born. It is in that immortal hush the gods were born. A universal force awaited, mute, the great transcendence ultimate decree. Who is awaited? The force, universal force. It is not Ashupati. Universal force is awaiting. Awaiting what? The transcendence decree. What the transcendent is going to say. The force is not going to act herself. The Divine Mother might be there. Yes, she is listening to all these things. She is aware of all this happening, this prayer, etc., etc. She is receiving, but she is not going to respond herself unless she is told, go ahead and now respond. She will carry the will of the Supreme. Until then, she is silent. She has to get the sanction.